Hey everyone, Mark Saltzman here. Today we're taking a look at the new HTC Desire Z. Yes, it's the successor to the very competent HTC Desire. Came out a bit earlier this year, an Android-powered smartphone, and now the successor has a few bells and whistles, including an Android 2.2 or Froyo platform and a little hidden keyboard there, which we'll get to in a moment. So first things first, so this is the HTC Desire Z in Canada. In the States, it's the T-Mobile G2, and it is a great smartphone. It's got some versatility and some great speed. Let's start off with speed. This is an HSPA Plus supported phone, or 3.5G, whatever you call it. Bell says you can get download speeds up to 14.4 megabits per second. While I didn't benchmark it and actually test those numbers in and around the Toronto area, I can tell you you can download really fast over a wireless connection, over 3G or 3.5G connection. So if you're at the Android market, for example, you're downloading apps in mere seconds. You really do get a sense of speed, and that is, by the way, roughly twice as fast as most smartphones in Canada at about 7.2 megabits per second. It also, of course, supports Wi-Fi with DLNA. So if you've got a DLNA television, for example, you can watch content on your smartphone on the HTC Desire Z, press a button, and have it wirelessly beam in real time to a compatible device. You do need a Wi-Fi network for that to work, but it works very well. And it also has other wireless radios, of course. It's got GPS, stereo, Bluetooth, and so on. So I mentioned the App Store, so you can download more than 100,000 apps from the Android market. There's a lot that it comes with right out of the box. These are all the apps that it comes with. Pretty standard for most Android phones. Some are put on there by Bell, such as the Bell TV and Video app, as well as most of them are from HTC. But you can really customize it in any which way you want. There's tons of games that you can play with your fingertip and surf the web. And then when you're ready to type a message, out comes a horizontal or landscape keyboard that lets you type a message in Gmail or surf the web or what have you. So you kind of have best of both worlds. There's a 3.7-inch touchscreen display, and it's a 480 by 800 resolution, and then it's got the wide QWERTY keyboard. So I do like that. I do like the speeds. An 800 megahertz processor, so it's decent. Not quite as fast as some of the 1 gigahertz processors out there, but I do find that the speed is good. With Android 2.2, you've got things like mobile hotspot support, Flash 10 support, the ability to install apps onto your expandable memory. This does take up to 32 gigabyte micro SDHC or high capacity cards. So there's lots of bells and whistles and lots of things that this phone can do that even the competition can't. The iPhone 4, for example, doesn't have a physical keyboard. The BlackBerry Torch 9800's keyboard comes out vertically and it's much smaller, whereas here you've got more of a landscape design. It's got DLNA support, it's got HSPA Plus, lots of fast speeds. A lot I like about it. One thing I'm not thrilled about with this phone, and I'm sort of predicting that it's going to be an issue, is the hinge on the keyboard, as you can see there. It doesn't feel very secure. The phone itself feels sturdy. It's got, I believe, an aluminum back, reinforced aluminum. Feels steady. But I can tell, even after only a week's worth of use, that this is not as tight as it was when I first got the phone. In fact, I've typed some messages and I've accidentally tapped the top of the keyboard and it started to close down on my fingers. So that's one thing that I'm predicting, that if you've got this phone for a half a year, 2 years, that this hinge, I'm not sure that this is going to withstand that 3-year contract, if you know what I mean. So I like the design, and we've seen other hinged horizontal or landscape keyboards before, but I'm just skeptical on the quality of this one. So something that you're going to want to pay close attention to, or go to your Bell store to tap around on the phone before you buy it to see if you're comfortable with it. But other than that, you'd be hard pressed to find anything else wrong with this phone. It really does have it all, especially if you're looking for an Android phone. It's very comparable to the Samsung Galaxy S Captivate, which has a very similar form factor and features. But overall, if you're a Bell Mobility user, I think you would not be disappointed with this. Just keep an eye on that keyboard and get your hands on it if you can. I'm Mark Saltzman. Thanks for watching. Cheers.